même ma gueule, on a ça. there because after that.
Okay. Hello.
1-2, 1-2. Yeah, 1-2. 1-2, 1-2. 1-2. Well, a pleasant good afternoon and welcome to the Summer Kind Sports Complex. We're sorry we'll be having some technical issues, and so the commentaries didn't work too well. But it's good that we're back. Liberia on a 20 Lone Star going against the Young Elephants of Ivory Coast. This is the Honor 20 Wafu Nations Cup taking place here in Liberia. This is the first encounter. Liberia in possession from the left-hand side of the field. You can see who's in possession at the moment. A long ball is surged forward for Sam Jackson to chase Johnson Freeman. Has it down, but it goes strictly to goalkeeper Mohamed Ouattara. Ouattara leaves it for his number 13. As May Abdullah Abbas pulls a long one. It's held down by Liberia, Gassimu Kuyate. And it's given away quickly. Doumbia for the Ivory Coast. They're playing the ball around. Here comes Doumbia once more, plays it 1-2. It's intercepted by Liberia, Sam Jackson, who comes all the way back into defense. And the ball is cleared. David Twe, foul committed. Asamadan was brought down in the process. And so there's going to be a free kick to Liberia. It's been a very long time since these young players got into action in international competition. This is a real test for Coach Christopher Ray and his team. Sonny Sear and Oliver McCaw, they are part of the technical team of Liberia. The ball now comes to Ibrahim Sessi. Very tiring indeed, launches the ball forward. But goalkeeper Ashley Williams comes there, leaves it onto Daniel Pay from Beer Mountain. Pulls the long one high up, it's headed down. The Ivorians can win it back for Doumbia. Ivory Coast, a long ball for Doumbia to chase, but it's thwarted. The clearance. Asima down with it now, down from Liska FC to Sam Jackson. David Twe, this is the Liberian captain, back to Sam. Sam Jackson, he's been surrounded by 3 players of the Côte d'Ivoire, and he couldn't control, and the ball went. I think you can't let your teammate to go all alone. You have to build up, you have to help him in attack, especially when he got 3 opposition to contend with. It's going to be a throwing advantage for the Ivory Coast. Diabetes Suleiman throws it onto Cisse, who goes all the way back to Cisse now. Squares it onto Diaby. Diaby finds his teammate in the middle of the park. They're trying to play the ball long. Here comes the captain for the Ivorians. Foul committed by Diabeti Yusuf. Yaratif commits a foul. And this is Liberia's number 5, Jeremy Simgle from Barak Young Controllers, bringing some bit of experience in here, put his foot into it. He comes there to his teammate Sam Jackson. Jackson squares. This is Liberia. It's intercepted. Referee says play continues. This is Liberia. Number 2 on the far side of the field for the Lone Stars. Edward Ladon puts a long one and they sell it away. Some height advantage being used there. David Tue was just in the area, but nice defensive work from Yaratif. So this Liberia with a throw-in on the far side of the field. Number 11, Gassimo Kuyate. No, it's not in the field of Liberia. So the Ivorians will have a better hand. And Abdullah Kuni will throw for the Young Elephants, a free kicking fight. Chips it easily to Diabeti. It comes down to Ibrahim Sissi. Sissi under pressure. He goes down easily. He's unsportsmanlike. Johnston Freeman will find himself in trouble. Yes, he will go to the book. He's the first player to be booked in this match. The first player to be booked in this Wafu Nations Cup here taking place in Liberia. The Honor 20, the 14th Honor 20 Nations Cup for the West Africa Football Union, held in honor of Liberia Chief Patron of Sports and an icon in Liberia. Is brought down the Ivorians now. I don't know why the Liberians are playing the ball forward in the air, but because the Ivorians got some height advantage. It comes down the chest of Jeremy Segwe. Pushes one high, and it's on the chest of Johnston Freeman from Watanga FC. Final the class. The ball is steep. Some tussle there. I see the player of Liberia is on the ground, and the referee is saying, hold on, you have to put the ball to touch for the fair play advantage. And I think it's Edward Lennon. He was the star for Montserrat County in the national county meet and quickly found himself on the radar of Liska in the Liberia First Division Championship. In fact, they won almost all of the trophies. Liska FC. Ivory Coast. Chip is there looking for Dumbia. It's a nice true pass from Mek Abdulabas, but it's clear on the far side for Liberia. It's brought down, intercepted by the Ivorians. Long ball on the far side now. It's just away from foul throw. So it will be it's taken quickly. That was offside in a way. So number 13, May finds his team on the far side. Dumbia changing the flank now. Get away from his marker quickly. Can he deliver across? He does it, but it's intercepted. Liberia with a better hand. Sam Jackson. Jackson with a better hand now. Jackson finds his captain, David Tue. Tue getting by his team, his opposition. One of the most pacey players in Liberian football history, David Tue. You don't overlook his height. And this is Tue, but it's cleared. Be chased there by Ibrahim. He brings it under control. Nice and brilliant defensive work. He's all alone. Will take his own time to put the ball forward. Header comes there into touch from Asamadan. He's a central defender, but I see him playing from the very inside of the field of defense. This is Ibrahim. Push one high up, intercepted by Liberia. Gassimo Kuyate. Kuyate onto Lennon. Lennon is there trying to get away from his marker. Ivory Coast intercepts number 13. He swashed it forward. in a class, but he comes back to it now. It's Abdul Abbas. Labas in possession. He goes back to Sulubani. This is Sam Jackson. Jackson, what can he do? Jackson taking on his marker. Jackson get away from him. Jackson crosses the ball, looking for the angle. Here comes Ivory Coast Bratiano. Drew ball is there from Abdul Abbas. Ivory Coast, the chip is in now, looking for the number 2 for the Ivorians. What can he do? The substitute. He getting away from his marker. He goes down, the goalkeeper comes in, and it's just off the goal line. Foul. That was dangerous for Liberia. Nice move. Diamendi, Tiadeni. Diamendi with a nice taking on Asima down, but at the moment there's a player down from Liberia on the sideline, so it will be a free kick to the Lone Star of Liberia. Since the introduction of Diamendi, we've seen Dumia shifting on the right hand side, while he has his so Liberia has some work to do from both flanks of the defense, because I've seen that these two players seems to be some very good and pacey players. Sam Jackson, this is David to Ledun. Ledun back to Sam. This is Sam, goes back to Dan. Dan chips it, looking for his teammate. Goalkeeper comes out, collects it for the Ivorians. Ouattara, push one high up. This could be troublesome for Liberia. It's intercepted, nice control. Asimadan, Kunja's control. The Liberian fans now seems quite impressed with the performance of their team at the moment. And Ivory Coast is one side that Liberia don't have a very good record with in terms of matches, both home and away. We have almost 45 minutes. We have at least a minute of or two for an added time to play in this match. But it's still goalless. Liberia 0, Ivory Coast 0. It's intercepted. The long ball is there for Johnson Freeman. Foul. I think you have to go up. You have to keep on your feet and allow the opposition to go up high. If you obstruct them, it's absolutely a foul, and we have 1 minute added on. We hope that this first half can end goalless. The pass is not too connected from the Ivorians. Sulumani trying to look for the substitute. Tiadiani Diamendi. And goalkeeper Ashley Williams have an opportunity now to kill off the time and go to the halftime break, at least goalless. Remember, you are the host. You need the 3 points in your opening group game. And that's it. The referee signals for the end of the first half. That's it. And Liberia 0, Ivory Coast 0 in this Wafu Under-20 Nations Cup. It was expected that Liberia would have taken on Cape Verde, but it hasn't been a good one. The chief patron, I suppose, His Excellency George Weah. I think we'll go to the dressing room to have some words with the boys. He's a coach. Welcome back to the second and final half of this Wafu Under-20 Nations Cup. Kickoff here between Liberia and Côte d'Ivoire. And the first half ended goalless, some half chances for Côte d'Ivoire. The long ball is on the far side now, the chase is up. Can Liberia win it? Asima down goes there, but he's beating in. He wins it back. The foul committed, and the referee whistles for There comes the long ball. It's just across the line for a throw into the visitors. The Ivorians been very good, I can say, as compared to the home side, because this is Liberia. David Tuet, the captain, is beating quickly. The long clearance comes in. The referee says the fair challenge, and Liberia can chase Edward London. London couldn't get there fast, but the Ivorian comes there. The rescue it. Long ball comes in, intended for Dumbia, but Dumbia didn't get it on the time, so they set it down now by May. In the middle of the park for Bratiano. Bratiano swings it onto the substitute, Tiadiani. But Liberia over better hand. They chase it off for Sam Johnson. Johnson controls, yes, nice control. Gives it away cheaply, and it's Ibrahim that picks it up onto Tiadiani. The captain puts the long ball, and they set it down now for foul committed. And the man who was brought down is Gasmo Kuyate by Dumbia, Junior Dubia. He reminds me of Seydou Dumbia of the senior elephant side. Then it goes there, it's just straight from behind. The long ball looking for Johnson Freeman. Freeman commits a foul. Africa's Stefan Suno onto Abdullah Kuni. Kuni pulls a long one, but it's into touch. A deflection from Edward Leno, 17-year-old from Leska FC. What a progression for the lad, because the ball is just away by Kuyate once more. He's played well. He's executed his duties in a full-back position. Abdullahi throws, and it's Bratiano that turns and plays the square. Africa for better hand. The Ivorians, brilliant defensive work. Nice stop by Sam Johnson. That's Sam Jackson in fight. Jackson from Barak Young Controllers came all the way back from attack, and he has improved quite well. I saw him years back when he started from Montserrat County. But he's been absolutely fantastic. Some words, Chief Patron, I suppose, George Weah and the entire team, alongside Youth and Sports Minister. So there's Africa's with a better hand free kick. Diaby Suleiman. We haven't seen really the start of these players because we have probably gotten the lineup so late. And the long ball is there. The goalkeeper, Ashley Williams, come off his line quickly and collects. Ashley flicks it through the gap. Liberia gets it away. This could be choice here. And the shot goes there. And it's into the back of the net. What a mistake by John Jesse. The BYC player who hold himself very much responsible. Diabetes Yalati was given the first clearing opportunity in this match, and he wasted no chance. Slotted past goalkeeper Ashley Williams. Absolutely, that was one of the most disappointing moments for Liberian team. I tell you, Liberia are down by a goal to nil in this opening fixture here at home. In the opening 5 minutes, it's Liberia 0, Ivory Coast 1. Yaratif Diabeti. And you know, this is the captain of the Lone Star. And it's there now for Liberia. It's intercepted one more. The Ivorians trying to play some brave tactics. And it's Jackson on the far side. Jackson trying to get away from his marker, but the ball is into the goal line for a corner kick to Liberia. Trailing 1-0. Some mistake by John Jesse. Nice shot, nice finish. Absolutely, that's our attacker side. Leno puts one high up, goalkeeper is there, and it's foul in the process, says the referee. The Ivorians are trying to kill the time off now. They're leading 1-0. The 3 points will be very much important for them. And so the player is shot. Stefan Suno. Stefan comes there to his number 10, Thomas Zarati. Push one high on the far side, Sam Jackson. Jackson plays it through for the Liberian captain, foul. Free kick to the Lone Star of Liberia. Chancellor Freeman trying to turn, but was brought down. Oh, but the assistant referee is saying it's an offside. So Ivory Coast is the one with the better hand. Stefan Sino, right-footed, looking for his teammate that is breaking up on the far side. But Asima Dan plays it through, gives a 40 pass, intercepted by Suleiman Diaby. A long ball is there now. The chase is up offside against Taibi. Bratiano Taibi is booking offside position. So it's a free kick to Liberia. Gasimo Kuyate puts one high up, is headed away by Liberia, Allen Ng. And he puts high in the area. Lindo goes there, he's chipped. A long clearance comes there from Stefan, held away. Liberia with better hand now. Nice control in the middle of the park. The Ivorians dominant. Thomas plays it through the gap. The goalkeeper comes in. He's beating. This could be 2-0 for Ivory Coast, but it's still a chance for the Ivorians. Saved by the goalkeeper and foul. It's goal number 2. No, the referee says it's no goal. Referee says it's foul. So Liberia at rescue. They can now try to build up and get the equalizer. The long ball comes in and the goalkeeper, Mohamed Ouattara. Abdullah Bass. Nice touch onto Bratiano, the captain for the Ivorians. He's brought down by G. Foul. Quite a mature team. The Ivorians know exactly what they're doing. Substitution. John Jesse is substituted by Sekou Sharif. Good substitution. Depending if the player can show himself off. Sekou Sharif scored his first international goal. This is Ivory Coast now. The long ball on the far side. This is a chance for the Ivorians. It comes there. The shot is there. It's blocked in the process. But the captain now is Bratiano. They have it. Moving choice. It shoots and it's wide. Thomas Zarat. Zatrazi. It's giving away once more. 1-2 between Abdullahi and the long ball is there. The Ivorians are pleading for the handball. It's just away. It's still Stefan. Stefan goes back to the goalkeeper. He's on a press shot. Puts his high, looking for Junior Dumbia. The captain now places it through the gap, offside. It's offside, so Liberia will take the free kick quickly. Jackson has it. Strongster Freeman goes up high. Ledo. This is David tripped. Liberia. There comes the long ball, Sam Jackson. Jackson could get that on time, so the ball goes behind him. Suleiman Diaby wins it. Breaking away on the far side. Diaby moving all the way. You don't allow a player from the fullback to progress in your territory just like that. But brilliant defensive work there once more from Ng. Alan G from Liska FC. But it's deflected the Ivory over better hand. Changing the angle. It comes there to Junior Diaby. Junior Dumia taking on his teammate. Dumia shoots and the goalkeeper brings it down, collects it finally. You have to keep it in your hands most often. Ashley Williams will not take his own time. Will not put another ball there. But I don't think you have to play the ball too high in the air because the Ivorians have all of the towering players in central back. Stefan Suno and Tuel goes down. And long ball is there now. Ivory Coast breaking away, but it's intercepted there by Asimadan, playing from right back. You see the black satellites already here. Black satellites already in town also for this match. Talking about the Ghanaian under 20 side. But it's Liberia. And this is the goal scorer once more. It's Yadativ. Yadativ with the goalkeeper on one-on-one. But brilliant save by Ashley Williams. Yadativ, I tell you, a long ball is there for Jackson. Jackson could keep it in place, so it's a throw in to the Ivorians, who've not got some confidence that they can beat their Liberian side and the inexperienced Liberian side. A long ball is there on the far side for Junior. Junior couldn't get there before Ashley Williams. And Williams with a better hand. The Chief Patron of Sports trying to show some coaching style, and he's so passionate about these games. And this tournament is here in his honor. This is Ledo. Ledo tries to shoot, and quite an ambitious effort. Emmanuel Lendon from Liska FC, 17 years old, making his first international. He had a taste of international football for Liska FC. Here comes the Ivorians. Lendon goes there, but the ball is into touch for the Liberian side. Throw is taken. It's up. But it's cleared. Thomas Zatrazi. Nice control. The ball is into touch for a throw to the Ivory Coast. Gassimo Kuyate, I think he seems to be the most physical player on the Liberian team. The throw is there. Just on the head of the defense. He's headed back to the goalkeeper by Daniel Pay. A long ball from Ashley Williams to Sam Jackson. Jackson has been chased. Jackson turns around, finds his teammate. A long ball once more, looking for the Ivorians. And now they have it. Long ball. It comes there to the captain. It's away. Yadativ, the goal scorer. I see Dumia is saying, here am I. But Yadativ decided to go back to Suleiman Diaby. The Ivorians. Thomas Zatrazi in the middle of the park. This is Dumia. Junior Dumia is there. Just Dumia. chips it across, and it's offside. Nice trick, nice tactics from the Ivorians to tell you that's how a team plays, but the Liberian side will be quite disappointed. Substitution for Liberia, Musa Kebe from Bear Mountain in the second division will replace Edward Ledon from Leska FC in the first division. Sekou Sharif now. Sharif looking for Kebe. The Ivorians, they have a better hand, launching the ball forward. I think they're trying to use the flanks with Inji, not Inji, but with Yalatif, Dumia, and here comes the long ball looking for Jackson. Jackson tries to keep it in play, but the ball is across for the Ivorians to take a throw into their own half. Diaby Suleiman throws it. Referee says it's foul. So Ivory Coast has a free kick. Foul on Diamondi. It's there again to Kouyaté. Kouyaté goes back to Jeremy Singbe. Here comes Ali G. This player is just hustled. This is Diamendi. Diamendi, that's all I know with the goalkeeper. Brilliant save. Nice trick. Absolutely fantastic save by Ashley Williams. The lad from Leska FC, he's a substitute in fight, and he's making his presence felt. Is it fatigue for the Liberian team? Nobody can answer that question except the technical staff or the medical team, because the team and Daniel Pay is down on the ground, and the medics from the Liberian team. Daniel Pay, by the way, comes from Bear Mountain. They got less than 30 minutes, approximately half hour. Diamondi with it now for the Ivory Coast, getting away onto Bratiano. This is the Ivory Coast again, and it's missed. Diabetti with an opportunity to tell you that was one of the clearest of moments for Ivory Coast to get it 2-0 ahead of their Liberian counterpart. And Yalatif Diabetti, the goal scorer, had that opportunity. Sekou Sharif chips it. The goalkeeper comes out for the Ivorians, Mohamed Ouattara. This is Suleiman. The long ball is there looking for Junior Dumia. Dumia is there and it's taken away by Clet in the middle of the park, headed down. This is Inji. Nice control. Abdullah Bass. It's Abdullahi Kuni. Kuni now playing from the right hand side. The Ivorians. Thomas Zatrazi goes back on his left hand side of the field. Found Surmani. But Liberia wins it now. Jeremy Sebe chips it for Sekou Sharif. Sekou. And this is Kebe for Liberia. He's beating It's the Ivorians now. This is Inji, Ali Inji. Inji was fouled, and this should be the yellow card if the referee will call play back. But I think he just needed to give the advantage anyway, since you even giving a caution to another of the players. Liberia was still in a better position to attack from that side of the field. But so far, the Ivorians have been a better side. They've created more chances. They had a goal disallowed. Sekou Sheriff plays it through the gap for Sam Jackson. Jackson getting away, and the ball is just across the touchline by Junior Dumia for a throw-in to Liberia. I think the fullback will have to come to take the throw. This is Sekou Sheriff. Sekou, he goes back to Jeremy Sebe. It's blocked. Here comes Yarativ again. Diabetes looking for Junior Dumia. Dumia is all alone, but Sam Jackson comes there to recover. Dumia, I see Diamandi, they say, here am I, but Liberia with it now. It's Gasumu, but Quebec comes there, win it back for Liberia. Sekou Sheriff onto Asima Dan. Dan with it onto Johnson Freeman. A long ball to Quebec. Quebec is brought down, foul. I think what he's doing is trying to keep the ball away from the Ivorian defenders. And this is David Tue for the Liberia Lone Star. It's cleared. What a chance for the Lone Star. The goalkeeper was beaten, but interestingly, nice chase by Stephen, the centre back. David Tue puts one hand up in the danger area, held away, but it comes there now to Junior Dumia for the Ivorians, but they can break now away by Suleiman Diaby. But Liberia with a better hand. This player goes down, and Alinji, Liberia jailing a little. Sam Jackson placed it through the gap, but intercepted. This is Diamandi with his teammate onto his captain now. Bratiano taking his own time, finding Diamandi once more, who is on the far side. Diamandi getting away from his marker, just on the edge of the 18-yard box. Finds Dumia, Junior Dumia. Dumia goes all the way back to Abdoulaye Kone. They're playing the ball around now. I think they're trying to ease the tension from the Liberian side. And this is the Ivorians now. This is Surumani. Surumani gives it to the his captain, who shoots, but it's blocked. Bratiano Tabi was looking for the angle, but this is Diamandi. And it's on to Abdoulaye Kone. Kone shoots one too high. And it's a goal kick to Liberia. But the player of the Ivory Coast is down. Côte d'Ivoire leading. The goal coming 5 minutes. Just the restart, after the restart of play. A giveaway by John Jesse, who has since been substituted to Yaratif Diabetes, who wasted no chance, struck beyond goalkeeper Asher Williams, who has been very much fantastic in this first half and the second half of the match, with some brilliant and outstanding stops. Stefan, right-footed, is brought down by Thomas. This is Liberia on the far side. Johnson Freeman, Johnson chips it to Sekou Sharif. Sekou onto David Twe, the captain. Sam Jackson is hustled, foul, free kick to Liberia. Junior Dumia not too happy with that call by the referee. So Liberia will have a free kick. Sekou Sharif squares one in the area, is held and just ahead of everyone. I don't think a player of Liberia actually had a hand on that, but it was a nice and brilliant delivery. He's one player that is good in set pieces. He's hoping that Liberia will get one closer to the 25 yards. And the long ball is there. Yala tip goes up, he's beating. But it's the captain now, Bratiano, looking for Junior Dumia, but he's headed away into touch. He's headed into touch by the substitute, Lawson Congo. Congo replaces Daniel Pay, and so Gassimu goes to center back. Ivory Coast depleting for a foul on Junior Dumia. Long ball comes there from Ashley Williams. This is Kebe. Kebe, I think he's doing well. He's using his ability. He's trying to push the defense to make some mistake. He's preventing them from getting on the loose ball. And this is Ibrahim Sisse. David Tued now. This is Kebe for Liberia. Kebe is there. Kebe getting away. And Kebe couldn't control Bella. Intercepted now. Cleared again of the danger zone. Liberia lost in Congo from Barcelona in Bomi County, playing his first international. This is Ali Ng. Ng gives it away again, and this is Yalati Diabeti. He's been chased. I don't think he can beat by Kouyaté, but Kouyaté has actually stood his ground and is giving away now. Liberia, this is Congo. Congo gives it away, and he has to go back now. This is Junior Dumia taking on, and he's been a brilliant defensive player. Kouyaté just hit the ball across for a corner kick. I think so far he's been the best man for Liberia, next to goalkeeper Ashley Williams. Corner kick to Ivory Coast. 15 minutes of normal time left on the clock. The match commissioner for this match is Dishiba Brown. And so the Ivory Coast, not NG, but Junior Dumia will left-footed in the box, squares one high, the goalkeeper comes up, he's beaten, but the ball goes to nobody. And it's just across the touchline for a throw into Liberia on the far right-hand side of the field. It's now to Asima Dan. Dan puts it, and it's across the touchline under no pressure. So the Ivorians are hoping to get a 1-0 victory. This is Diamendi on the far side, getting away from his marker. Diamendi moving all the way in the box, and Ivory Coast can go to number 2. Brilliant defensive work, and finally it's into the back of the net. Ivory Coast 2, Liberia 0. Ivory Coast 2, Liberia 0. Yalatif Diabeti with the second nice run on the far side. Brilliant run from the substitute. Diamendi just played the ball in the face of goal. It was hit at first by Suleiman, and it was clear off the line. But Kouyaté and Yarati was there to just hail it into the empty net. Ivory Coast leading the host Liberia 2-0 to the disbelief of the chief patron, I suppose, President George Weah. This is his first international outing here. You will believe it that he's disappointed in some sense that his team is down by 2-0. Absolutely, Ivorians will get the 4-3 points now, but Liberia will now fight to reduce the tally. David Tuet, the captain, I haven't seen much of him. I think they know him. They've seen him. It's held down. Ivory Coast, the man on the brink of becoming the top scorer in this tournament. It's held now, the chase is up. And he seems so relaxed. He looks so much experienced. He hasn't had a lot of opportunities. Yarati, Diabetes, he's had 2 chances. He has converted both. So just imagine, he's clinical, he's one of the best. But so far, his back foot has been outstanding. Stephen Sino. Sekou Sherif foul by Allen G. Liberia trailing 2-0. Into the last 10 minutes of this match. Can Liberia play the magic? Their neighbors are giving them some run for their money as host of this Nations Cup, the Wafu Nations Cup on the 20. The long ball is there. And it's the fullback Diaby getting away. Diaby is there. Diaby again, but it's cleared by Lawson. Set it down, and the goalkeeper, who's been outstanding, is there. Kebe is down. This is Chauncey Freeman getting away from his marker. This is Kebe. Sekou Sherif looking for Sam. Sam onto Lawson. Lawson trying to change the angle, looking for, and it's the Ivorians. Nice trick. Diamondi. Diamondi is there again, looking for the goal scorer. This is Diabeti Yarati, the goal scorer. And on to Diamondi once more. But this is Liberia's best player so far in this game. Push one high with his left, is held down. Sekou Sherif. This is Asimadan. Asiman. He's actually a center back and he's been used from the right side. This is Kouyaté. Kouyaté gives it away. It's now on to Abdul Abbas. Alaba plays it to the gap. That's going to be Ivorians going for the 3. And it's just cleared away from the danger zone. Sekou Sherif for the Liberian team now. There's a Chauncey Freeman looking for Kebe. Kebe is cleared away from him, but he's done well. And it's cleared of the danger zone. It goes there to that Ivorian player on the far side. You can see his number. I think it's Sulemani. Sulemani goes all the way back to Razak. Foul on May. Abdul Abbas foul in the process, just in a semicircle. Liberia, the Liberia nil, Ivory Coast 2. The scoreline here at the Samarkand Sports Complex. Quite a disappointing moment for the Lone Stars of Liberia. And the long ball is there, the goalkeeper comes up. Asher Williams can put his name to the box that he's been outstanding. Kebe with it, he's beating. I think Liberia has to push men forward in attack. This is Kuyate. He's been outstanding. Liberia, that player goes down easily for the Ivorians. Zatrazi. So this Africa's substitution now. Diati. Usman Diati will come on for Garati. He's very young. He scored 2 times already in this match, so he has to make way. He stepped now to be the top scorer in this tournament so far. He looks so experienced and relaxed. I think he will take the headlines. This is Alan G. Kebe. Kebe didn't get in on time. But Abdullahi Kuni is still there. This is Diamendi. And it's corner kick to Africos. Liberia trailing 2-0. Quite a disappointment here for the Liberian team. And it's goal kick. The assistant referee says it's corner also. It's corner again. I think Diamondi was trying to play some tricks. Diamondi, the architect for the second goal. So Abdullahi Kuni plays it through again. This is the goalkeeper coming out. I think the defense was slipping. The defense of Liberia was slipping on that one. And it's taking the same one again. And this is Liberia, the third corner in succession for the Ivorians. I think they're trying to run the clock down from this spot. 5 minutes to go, plus no more time, plus added time rather. This is Abdul Abbas, place it onto the man. This is the Ivorians now looking for number 3, and it's just missed. I tell you, Diamandi trying to play some this is Liberia, and it's giving away. Goalkeeper is off his line. What can they do now? Abdul Abbas. This is Diamendi, but Kuyate. He's been so far the man for Liberia. Sekushari goes there. This could be dangerous. It's yellow. He's lucky. He's lucky to walk away over yellow. Alan G. And it's actually on the Ivorian captain. Bratiano Tabi, that was a reckless challenge, but Alan G was lucky to have gone just on the book, but without being suspended of this match. Disappointment on the face of the chief patron, I suppose, because he didn't anticipate such a result. 1-0 would have been much better, but his side is trailing 2-0. And it's finished. It's goal number 3 for the Ivorians. Goal number 3 for Ivory Coast, Jeremy Segbe. Now Jeremy in the fight, that's the captain. Bratiano Tabi, see you still up here. Brilliant. I tell you, the Ivorians are humiliating their Liberian counterpart here in the opening fixture of the Wafu Under 20 Nations Cup. Liberia 0, Ivory Coast 3. Ashley Williams beating 3 times so far in this match. And Liberia, the hosts, have an uphill task now in qualifying from this group. The long ball comes in, is headed down by Razak. Sam Jackson is fouled, so Liberia gets a free kick, a consolation. Won't be the bad. So Ivory Coast, 3 second half goals from Yalatif Diabeti with 2, and the captain Tabi Bratiano Welly Tabi has all sealed up here for the Ivorians. The Teranga Lions are also here for this all-important tournament. It's cleared up the danger zone, offside against Diamendi. Liberia with some real sense of humiliation. They are beating 3-0. David Twe, Segu Sharif from Leska FC. David Twe, Liberian captain. Sam Jackson. Jackson could control this. The Ivorians now. I see the long ball through looking for Diabeti, but intercepted by Kuyate. This is Lawson. Stefan wins it for Ivory Coast. A long ball is there. The chase comes in. This is Lawson. Came off the bench. And he gives it away. This is Ivory Coast looking for number 4 now. The Ivorians is on to Diamandi. Diamandi on the far side. Diamandi turns around, finds his number 10, Thomas. Thomas screens one in the area, held it away. And the shot goes there from the captain. Nice save by Allen. Allen Williams, absolutely. He's been in 3 times, but has been absolutely fantastic for Liberia. He stopped some half chances, and the Ivorians now have a better hand. The shot goes in. Ashley again with a save. "90 minutes plus added time now. Been playing Liberia, trailing by 3-0. The Ivorians not unwavering in terms of getting a 4th. Second quickly, the captain Bratiano onto the substitute Usman turns around, but David 12 wins it for his team. He's trailing 3-0, and they are beating already in this match, trying to see whether they can reduce the tally a little. Sekou Sharif is beating, and the Ivorians with it now. Suleiman, this is the long ball on the far side for the substitute. Ousmani pushes one, and the goalkeeper collects it. And that's it. That's the end of the match. Liberia beating 3-0 in the opening fixture of the Wafu Honor 20 Nations Week. And this tournament is named as Honor, quite disappointing. And you can say for sure that the Lone Star of Liberia got an uphill task to climb in terms of qualifying to the next round of this competition. Yarativ have scored 2 times in this match for the Ivorians. The first one gifted to him by John Jesse just 5 minutes after restart, and later on he was set on by Diamondi, who broke on the far side, and the ball was, he went slotting the ball into the back of the net. And the captain has been one man that did absolutely fantastic. So it's Liberia 0, Ivory Coast 3 is the final score here at the Samarkando Sports Complex, and the Lone Star will now have a tax in terms of qualifying from this group.